In my last Mario video, I talked about changes I'd like to see to the confirmed characters. Now I'm getting into the more difficult subject, the new characters for the Mario series. Mario's been around for a very long time, and has been featured in a lot of different games and genres. It's probably the most varied franchise in video game history. There's 2D platformers, karting games, RPGs, party games, sports games, 3D platformers, edutainment games, arcade games, and stuff that defies explanation. The difficulty for choosing Mario characters comes from the fact that they don't really do a lot of fighting. Series like The Legend of Zelda or Pokemon feature a lot of combat and conflict in their stories. The Mario series doesn't. When the games feature fighting, it tends to be done with special suits, items, or arena-specific weaponry. None of these are really things that translate very well to making a moveset in Smash Bros. The trick to making a Mario character work is to make a moveset that makes sense for the character's personality. Mario, Peach, Bowser, and Luigi all have moves that were intended for Smash Bros, but they feel natural to the characters, so they work. This is the main obstacle for any new character coming into Smash Bros. From the Mario series. They need to have a strong enough personality so that it can make a compelling moveset. The first of these potential candidates is Toad. Specifically, the classic red-capped, blue-vested Toad. Nintendo kind of goes back and forth on whether or not this one Toad is an individual character or a race of mushroom people that all look the same. Sometimes it's both, and it varies a lot between games. In any case, this particular Toad's been around since the NES days. His first appearance was telling you that Peach was in another castle, and his next appearance after that was as a playable character in the American version of Super Mario 2, aka Doki Doki Panic. He's been a common fixture in Mario since then. He commonly serves as an NPC in the platformers and RPGs, but has been playable in many of the Mario spin-off games. He's also recently made a comeback as a playable character in the new Super Mario Bros. Games, and is set to be one of the main 4 characters in Super Mario 3D World. It should also be noted that he's appeared in Smash Bros. Before as one of Peach's special moves in Melee and Brawl. Out of all the Mario character options, Toad has the most history with the series. He's been there forever, and the image of Toad, regardless of whether or not this is a singular Toad or a species of Toads, is probably better known in popular culture than a lot of the more obscure characters already in Super Smash Bros. Toad also has a bonus in that he's actually got a little bit of a playstyle picked out for him already. In Super Mario Bros. 2, Toad is the character that's fast but not good at jumping. This is a trait that's carried over to a lot of the other Mario games, and it seems to be showing up again in 3D World. It's not a lot to go on, but it's more than a lot of the other Mario characters have going for them. A moveset would likely be based around him having a lot of weight in the air, and then combine that with a fast movement speed, maybe similar to Captain Falcon. That, combined with moves inspired by the power-ups and items from the new Super Mario Bros. Series, provides a lot of moveset potential. Toad also has his share of problems. Principal among them is his status in the Mario series. As I've mentioned a couple times, Toad isn't always considered to be a character. He's well recognized, but he's mostly known as an NPC, and his position as a named character seems to change depending on what game you're playing. The other problem with Toad is his profile. Toad isn't really designed for fighting. He's a very short character with very short legs and arms. Obviously, animation can work around this, and it has before, but Toad is an extreme case even when compared to Kirby or Olimar. He could easily end up looking really awkward as an animated character fighting alongside everyone else. However, Toad is likely the best new character option for Mario. He represents what is likely the most prominent unplayable character in the Mario series. His long history, combined with his recent resurgence in popularity, puts him at the head of the pack. Moving forwards in time, we've got Daisy. Daisy's the princess of Rosaland, one of the many countries bordering on the Mushroom Kingdom. She first appeared on the Game Boy in Super Mario Land, and was absent for many years after that. She made a comeback in popularity and relevance with her inclusion in games like Mario Kart, Mario Party, and the Mario Sports titles. Daisy's potential for a moveset lies in the Mario spin-off games. Surprisingly, these games haven't really crossed over into Smash Bros. All that much. The Mario Party and Mario Sports titles provide a lot of moveset fodder, especially from games like Mario Strikers or the more famous of the Mario Party minigames. A character with a moveset based off that could easily work. Some element of randomness involving thrown dice, riding a cart around the stage, that kind of a thing. This being said, there is no reason that this character needs to be Daisy. The Mario series has a few other good candidates for this role, the best one of which is Waluigi. Waluigi is another one of those weird character associations. He's associated more with Wario despite being a Mario character. Waluigi is a bit of a weird character in the Mario franchise since he only exists in the spin-off games. However, this does mean he's got a lot of the moveset potential that Daisy does. Considering his style as a sneaky cheater kind of a person, he could focus on traps and tricks along with using any of the random sports equipment or party-style items. Waluigi's also got a couple of issues. First of all is his existence. He's not really a mainline Mario character, and he's never been part of a real Mario game. His popularity is also kind of this weird, ironic thing where he's considered to be such a dumb, over-the-top character that he's actually come round a bit and has fans that like him just for how stupid his whole character is. That's kind of a weird target for a game like Smash Bros., which is trying to represent Nintendo history. The other reason I don't think Waluigi is likely is because of Baby Bowser. Baby Bowser is Bowser's son and has appeared as a recurring enemy since Super Mario Sunshine on the GameCube. Baby Bowser is all about technology. He uses gadgets, missiles, and giant robots for his appearances in the Mario series. He's almost never fought directly, and when he is, he's using some kind of tool or weapon or gadget to try and get the upper hand. The reason I think Baby Bowser trumps Waluigi is that Baby Bowser is a more well-known character and would likely have a fairly similar moveset. The thing is, Baby Bowser isn't really a real popular character. A lot of people don't like that he's the replacement for the Koopa Kids, and he hasn't really gotten much of a fan base. Nintendo's pushed him really hard as a secondary villain in the Mario series, and it seems that it's their intent to keep doing that for the near future. It's a weird instance where Baby Bowser is presented as being a valid option despite the fact that not a lot of people really seem to want him in the game. But I think that if one of the two were to get in, Baby Bowser would beat out Waluigi since they've got that similar moveset potential. The most prominent new character in recent Mario history is probably Rosalina. She's the matron of the Lumas in Super Mario Galaxy and acts as a guide for Mario. She's also appeared in minor roles in several other games, as well as becoming a regular in the spin-off Mario titles. Rosalina has few real moves to go off of from Mario Galaxy, but she does have a very easily adaptable style. Rosalina uses a wand, and she's got the ability to cast some pretty powerful magic. It's pretty easy to imagine Rosalina as a projectile-focused witch with a bent for astronomical-themed spells. Comets, meteors, that sort of a thing. She's also got all of the Lumas that she can draw on for attacks, which could work for both regular moves or a final smash. Rosalina's also a bit of a fan favorite, and she seems to have a larger fan following than her relatively few games would suggest. Then there's also all of the Mario spin-off games to be considered. Most of these characters don't really have much of a chance, and I'm not really going to address a lot of them. But there is one that deserves mentioning: Geno. Geno was a party member in Super Mario RPG, and he was one of the candidates people were really pushing for in Brawl. Personally, I don't really see this one working at all. Geno's only in a single Mario game. He could be a representative for the Mario RPG series, but so could plenty of other characters that are just as relevant as he was, including Paper Mario. There's also the issue of licensing. Square Enix owns Geno, not Nintendo, so it'd cost money to actually use him in the game. Now, I'm still not done with the Mario series. The last video is going to cover the alternate or clone forms of the Mario characters already in the game, and give my final thoughts for the roster. As always, I want to thank you for watching, and let me know what you think in the comments.